We want to move now to the latest on the budget mess. The Congressional Super Committee in charge of cutting the deficit meets behind closed doors today to look at President Obama's latest plan, which is, as you know, getting a big thumbs down from Republicans.
And CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante is here with us in New York for a special treat. Bill, good morning.
Well, good morning. Nice to be here. You know, with his approval rating sinking and the economy in the doldrums, the president's been under very heavy pressure from a lot of Democrats to step up his game. And he may be listening. His speech on deficit reduction yesterday was aggressively populist. He threatened to veto any cuts in Medicare unless there are also new taxes on the wealthy. And he singled out House Speaker John Boehner for opposing any tax increases.
The Speaker says we can't have it my way or the highway, and then basically says my way or the highway. That's not smart. It's not right.
Speaker John Boehner fired back, accusing the president of divisiveness.
Well, I don't believe that class warfare is leadership. And, you know, we could get into this tax the rich, but that's not the basis for America. And it's not going to get our economy going again, and it's not going to put people back to work.
The president is asking Congress to cut $3.6 trillion from the deficit over 10 years, half of that coming from tax increases on the wealthy, including a new tax on millionaires known as the Buffett rule, after billionaire Warren Buffett, who says it's not fair that his tax rate is lower than his secretary's.
This is not class warfare. It's math. The money's going to have to come from someplace.
The president's populist stance on taxes comes as a new book by Ron Suskind suggests he was ill-served by dissension in his economic team during the economic bailout in the early months of his presidency. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner at the White House to talk about the deficit plan was asked about the book.
I haven't read this book, but to borrow a phrase, I live the reality. And the reports I've read about this book bear no resemblance to the reality we live together. No resemblance.
Well, the odds are that there's another person who won't be reading that book or paying any attention, the president. He is here in New York today at the UN, meeting with other heads of state. And, of course, the big issue this year at the UN is the Palestinian bid to get the UN to declare them a state, despite the fact that they have no agreement with Israel.
We know you'll be watching that, Bill. Thank you very much.